On 1st and 10, Winston. And Brate has it over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Ready. Blue ready. Check pass. Green, triple C.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case,
looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play, and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out, because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
3 down. Ready. Blue ready.
Back to it after the pick 6. Winston. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion, went just shy of the marker.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Sonic.
On play action, Winston. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Green, triple C.
2nd down, Winston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go. It's time to play. 4 down. 5-0. Motion. Sonic. 91 is the mic. Hey, sub. Let's go. Hey, sub. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Hard throw, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
There you go.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. We're going to sit on.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's go now. 550, 550.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. It's caught by Jackson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he's got some space here. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. Spinning past him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. This is McCaffrey on the give. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch that
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Powers through. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Goff now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keith Tandy. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go now. Ready. Blue 80. 91 is the mic. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Play action now. Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Buccaneer first. Winston to Brate.
Five-o. We got four down. Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours? Sonic! Who's that? Where we go?
Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Let's go now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Guys, double tight. We got four. Hey, base, hey.
The give is to Jones. A beautiful spin and room to run. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big run there by Jones. 42 yards. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7.
Hey, 5-0.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
4 down, 4 down.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. With it is Jackson. Corral him. He fights through. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they worked on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Jameis now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, let me go. Where's that?
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check 43. Where's that?
A give to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
Ready. Black 22.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay 1st. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And they'll go on the ground. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And Catanzero's kick is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action. It's gone. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. This is Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Here's Goff. And his throw here's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And now it's third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Even.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Wiggles free. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Watch that in, on his right. Sonic! Everyone's got that!
Winston now to throw on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And it's a fumble. And the Rams have got it back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Goff now on second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
4 down.
Out of the gun. Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's Goff. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
48.
This is Cohen on the toss. He can't bring him down. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. And, oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Quan Alexander. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, here's Goff. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Goff now looking to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. Off the toss, Cohen. Shedding the tackle. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Go, 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 hey, run it, run! Come on, 16, I'm coming, 16! You mine, baby! I'm in your head, all day, baby! Come on, whoa! I'm coming, baby!
On second down, here's Goff. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
He wasn't ready!
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, Goff. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Goff. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Gone. And this is going to be intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
Check. 4 down.
Hey, sub. Let's go. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Second down, Winston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Sonic.
From the gun, Winston. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll run with McCaffrey, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Now he'll escape to his left. Out left, he's got it to Everett. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back now in Tampa. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Goff on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Tiger.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Spinning away. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. To throw, Winston. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now Goff on first down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch that end. Tight end's right.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Alert.
5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
He's coming. We got double up.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
4 down.
Wait. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. There we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now, the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield to try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
He's letting it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 56 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
4 down. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Number 58 makes the stop.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. Zerline good with a PAT. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice
don't
it
they?
all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Let him know, let him know.
Green, Trevor C.
91 is the money.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. He's back to throw. He's got Evans. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Winston now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Even. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Check. Kill.
Sonic.
Motion.
Green, Trevor C.
Motion.
Green, Trevor C.
26, Mike. Here we go.
Sonic.
All day. Defense all day.
Where's that?
All day.
Where's that?
They'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
By a matter of inches, he missed it wide to the right. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Los Angeles, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose.